amateurs.
Hi guys, it's Chad, James, and we're still recovering from Valhalla.
But we're now at the Salt City Gladiator Games.
Yep, the very first Salt City Gladiator Games. We've bounced literally from one place to the other.
This is day 2 of the event.
Day 2 of the event. We couldn't make day 1 because of Valhalla, but we're here now. And it's starting to heat up. We're early, so there's not a ton of people here, but they're getting there.
Stuff's getting set up, and we're doing our best to block. We're blocking terrain here.
Yeah, we gotta roll. Hopefully not once.
Just do not block, but we're in the way. But James is going to be entering
his very first painting contest.
Yes,
my very first painting contest. The 2 tutorials that we've done, the Helldrake and the Lower Skulls. We're gonna go ahead and put that up there. We're gonna do that now. Then we're gonna walk around, get some interviews with the guy that promoted it, which is Wild One Chevy from the internet. And just kind of have a good time and just kind of cover the event. They asked us to play some games, but we don't play very well.
Yeah, we don't play well. We're horrible at that.
Okay, bye.
See you in a bit. Amateurs, it's Chad. Got a cool looking table full of armies here and a special guy to introduce you to. So let me flip this thing around. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and tell us about what's on the table.
My name is John Salmon. I'm part of the Geek Garage. There's a few of us here. There's Scotty, Randon, Dan, Al's wandering around, and there's a few of us that are trying to build a painting community here. And we just want to sponsor a painting contest. And we've decided to pair up with the Salt City Gladiator Games, and we are trying to display our stuff to encourage people to do the hobbies. And we also do paint nights at Gamers Asylum once a month.
It's up in Ogden, right?
It's up in Ogden, correct. We're more than happy to do tips and tricks and help people out with their painting, but this is just some of our stuff that we've displayed, and we just want to build a hobby.
Well, take us on a little tour on the board. We'll start on the right and move to the left. What do we have here?
These are Dark Eldar Necrons. It's a Super Dungeon Explorer. And these were painted about 15, 20 years ago. And then these are just terrain pieces that kind of go along with it. This is for War Machine Hordes. And then this is smattering of other 40K.
Black Templar?
Yep.
Yep. All right, and then really great looking stuff here.
This was entered in a Gen Con in 2007 called Lights Out. Took second place. And then this is just a Roadhouse, some more items of War Machine Hordes, and then there's some articles that have been published in No Quarter magazine. This was one of them. This is in that magazine, and that one over there.
Are these scratch built? Are these kits?
These are all scratch built.
That is amazing work. Fantastic work. All right. Trench system.
Yep. When No Quarter does it, they have a very specific criteria for wanting to do terrain. And this one they wanted to have cement made out of foam. So most people could do it.
Great.
This is out of a wall joint compound, so it's a little bit more complex. But they wanted a simpler system or simpler tutorial so more people could do it and feel like they could do it.
And you did something right because it got put in the magazines, right?
So they actually asked me to, but yeah.
Fantastic.
More figures are getting put out over here by some of our other crew.
Making our way, making our way.
This is by Scotty Con.
Against some more dungeon.
Yep, Super Dungeon Explorer.
Super Dungeon Explorer.
You have some Infinity, you have some Dark Age.
Maybe.
Brandon Grimwolf just put this out, and he competed in Gen Con this year in the open competition and took second.
Fantastic.
Place for that.
Yeah, that's me.
That's him right here.
That's you, right? I'm awesome.
Say hello.
What's going on?
What's your name again?
My name is Randon, Grimwolf on all the forums and stuff. So
where are you from?
I'm from Bountiful.
It's some awesome work.
Here. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
man.
most of us here local. I'm Clearfield. Some from Ogden. He's doing this commission right now. We've had some people want to purchase that, but it's for someone else. But he's doing that commission right now. It's pretty awesome.
They can stand in line and get the next one, maybe, huh?
Yeah. And then Scotty and Randon have done these commissions for somebody else. They're all extreme for War Machine Hordes. And then these are just a smattering of other people that in our group that have submitted. We have some from Dan. And I'm not sure who these are from. These might be from Trevor, but I'm not positive. And then we have the painting competition that's being entered.
And the painting competition right here. Here's the contestants thus far. I'm going to tell you, you'll probably recognize a few of these from our channel before, but I'm not going to give it away yet. All right. Well, a pleasure to see you again. I actually ran across him somewhere else, and that's a story for another time, but thanks for showing us around.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And going, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us what's on the tables here.
My name's Brian. I'm Maelstrom from Geek Garage. We have tables out here for Salt City Gladiator Games. We have a lot of homemade terrain, and we have terrain that we've put together from kits as well. We've put at least 25 to 30% terrain and coverage on every single table. Mike put together paperboard bastions. The knights stand about this tall, barely peek their heads over the top as they come through them. Soup cans for towers, and we use just felt for roads. Over here we have GW Hills. We have the trees you can get at Walmart that are usually white. You just spray paint them with green primer and they become fine trees. Aquarium terrain. So the gigantic bridge is an aquarium piece.
So you just got that from the pet section,
Got
huh?
that from the pet section. The pet section has aquarium terrain as well as reptile terrain that can be used in 40K really well. And again, we just go to the fabric store and pick up fabric from rivers. Over here we have dust warfare terrain that comes in their big kits. So just painted up the boxes, threw them on to drink pads. You go out drinking, you bring home the pads from your drinks.
Outback coasters, I like it.
Outback coasters. I gave the waitress a $5 tip, and she gave me a whole stack of coasters. Now I have plenty of terrain bases. Pegasus Hobbies just painted up their buildings. We have 6 or 8 of these here on the tables. Styrofoam terrain. These are rubber molds that you can buy anywhere at any hobby shop. More aquarium terrain used across the tables. Foam. More G.
All right, moving down, moving down.
These are all covered with soda cans and stuff.
That's the Mountain Dew drop pod, right?
Mountain Dew drop pod.
Yeah, yeah.
We have GW buildings with all the skulls, everything painted in, the interiors, the exteriors all painted.
You got to look at the detail on this. It's crazy. That is a lot of darn skulls. You said there was how many skulls?
450 skulls painted on each one of these big buildings.
450 a piece.
I made 2 of every building GW has and made mirror images. So I paired buildings and painted all the skulls and detailed everything on the outside, exterior of the building. Went ahead and painted the floors on the inside and washed the floors and dry brushed everything on the inside.
He's not just base coating and run away. No, this stuff is detailed.
So everything's detailed up. The buildings have the lights drawn in. Even these are all verdigris green. Fun stuff. So again, this is the GW piece set on a Pegasus piece, just to give yourself a really nice tower.
Oh, I like that. It's chaos. No, it's Imperial. No, it's chaos again. That's
Exactly.
great.
Use it for whatever you like. Use it for Warhammer Fantasy or for 40K. Again, more Pegasus buildings.
Makes the difference.
No, these are Gale Force 9 Battlefield in the box. Those are come pre-painted.
Oh wow, pre-painted.
So we have about a dozen of those pieces here as well. Gale Force 9.
So if you're like me, you can have 6 thumbs and still have good-looking terrain thanks to Gale Force 9.
You can get these for $20 to $30 a piece pre-painted. They're very substantial pieces, so they cover up a lot of terrain, and they give you up to 3 levels of coverage for line-of-sight blocking.
Awesome.
We intentionally left the doors shut on the buildings on the lower levels to give you more line-of-sight blocking. So you only have 1 door there, you only have 1 door on this side. So a lot of line-of-sight blocking using these buildings.
So movement will actually matter, not sitting there and just lobbing shots.
Not just, there are no open gun ranges anywhere in the building today.
Nice.
We have homemade pieces out of cardboard boxes. One of the down from our group. If you actually see the cardboard, big 1-inch cardboard, where you cut a box up.
Oh, that's the corrugation of the cardboard. Playing through, guys. Sorry about that.
And these pieces are from Amera Plastic. Amera Plastic makes really lightweight plastic pieces, just detailed up and washed.
Nice.
And those are about $1 a piece at Amera Plastics.
Nice. That's super cheap.
Flip them over and use hydrocal. They make great molds.
You can mold your own after you buy the originals.
That is clever. Probably not fair, but clever.
So again, more of the same thing, all the skulls painted in on the GW stuff.
Yeah, that's really impressive. That level of detail on a piece of terrain is just great.
And more of the pre-painted stuff from Gale Force 9. Gale Force 9.
And some Terminators.
Good stuff. And Zeter Tides terrain. These come pre-painted as well. And then we have mixed in Pegasus Hobbies and GW terrain in that group. But again, we went with line of sight blocking pieces that are solid that you can't shoot through. place things on a diagonal instead of straight, so you have more line of sight blocking options.
Yeah, I'm amazed how many people do what we call the classic 5. They'll put down one piece of terrain in each corner, one in the middle, and it's like, that's not creative.
Yeah, say over here, we're again using the trees that you can get from the Christmas section at Walmart for a buck or two. Some GW terrain, some homemade terrain, and a Pegasus Hobbies bridge, techno bridge.
We see a lot of that one. That's a good piece. This is just foam, right?
This is just styrofoam.
There's no excuse. Anybody like even me can make that kind of stuff.
Easy. This soda cans, Red Bull cans, Pringles cans,
A couple of number tin cans in the middle there.
couple coffee cans in the middle, and then I put a flicker light in the top for smoke. So
Little tea candle.
yeah, if you get it zoom in on the tea candle, you can see it flickering.
That's a lot like our demo we did on the tea candle explosion markers for wreckages.
Yeah, I was able to dry brush the dusting of the weather powder on these all the buildings in 45 minutes.
Nice.
Takes no time at all. These are yogurt containers, Yoplait yogurt, and an orange juice top on it. Just primed one color and then dry brushed.
Properly painted. Now it's tanks.
Yeah, these are just
Pillars?
storage tanks and more Outback.
And there's
sticks.
our plug for Outback again. Get their coasters.
Yep. Yoplait yogurt, orange juice top, and just a circle piece to cover up the orange juice logo on top.
Fantastic.
These are the $5 kits of barriers you can buy at Hobby Lobby.
What about these buildings? I love these buildings.
Those
Where do
are
those
from
come
Dust
from?
Warfare as well.
That's Dust Warfare, huh?
And the paint job for this is black primer, and then use a 45-degree angle with silver paint, and it's done.
Cool. That's my
These
kind of paint job right
These
there.
aren't dry brush, these aren't washed, these are just 2 coats of spray paint in about 10 minutes, got all the buildings done.
Low maintenance, minimal effort, and it looks great.
Absolutely. And tank traps, these are from the GW kit, just more Outback Steakhouse basing.
Those remind me of the combs that you see on a pair of hair clippers.
Yep. And this is a JR, who's now changed names to another company out of his garage.
Well, that's a sweet little piece.
Yeah.
One piece resin cast.
Yep, one-piece resin cast, and this is a kit, I believe, from Pegasus Hobbies as well. That's kind of fun to put together. Paint it separately, put it together, and you're done.
I was digging through a 30-pound bits box this week at Valhalla, and I saw this piece right here, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Now I know.
There's no dry brushing, no washing. This is, I spray painted all these pieces together, I spray painted all these pieces together, spray painted all these pieces together, assembled it, and it was done.
And the contrast is all you need.
The
Difference in
contrast
colors.
you need to make it look techno.
Great.
Happy techno. These buildings are pre-made. You just assemble them from
This is laser cut wood, right?
pre-painted, laser cut wood. So all you do is assemble. It comes in a flat pack, already painted. So you can see where it's put together.
Super durable, huh?
Yeah, in fact, all the buildings are detailed inside. So you have 2, 3, 4 levels of buildings
Well, that's
detailed.
So when you're playing Mordheim or something like that, you can just
Exactly.
lift the lid off and keep running through the building.
These are more of the Amara plastics, AMARI plastics. They make all these buildings. These buildings are very inexpensive, very, very lightweight, easy to base. Oops, broke one up.
Easy to glue when they break.
Yeah, exactly. And these are only $10 to $15 per building.
Wow.
So it makes it very inexpensive to use them.
And of course, this is more cut and carved foam.
Cut and carved
Layers
foam
of foam.
This is a rattle can paint job on boards. He cut a 4x8 board up into 2-foot sections and uses 6-foot or 8-foot of it as needed, or pulls out and makes it a 4-foot.
So we just rip cut the pieces, and that way you can adjust to whatever size board you need.
He had them rip cut at Home Depot for him, so he didn't have to take anything home.
Hey, no power tools involved.
Exactly. And again, the airbrush lava table.
This is an amazing board.
Roll it out black with a paint roller, then come back and airbrush in all the lines.
Love it. I've seen this one before, and I'm in lust for this board.
Even the defense terrain, he painted with airbrush very, very quickly.
It matches the board so well.
Exactly.
Well, thanks a
Good
ton for
stuff.
showing us around. Appreciate it very much.
Have a great day. Thanks for coming out to visit.
Good luck and thank you.
Cheers.
You have the listing. Do you guys understand what is public knowledge and what isn't on the table? So, anything, as soon as a model is placed on the table, visible to everybody, you have to let people know exactly what it is. What it's important, whether it's the only one you don't have to use the lieutenant. You don't have to tell me who the lieutenant is, but if you have a paramedic, you have to use a paramedic. If you have a doctor, you say this is Dr. Hacker, you say this is a hacker. As soon as it's, with your camera, no, as soon as it's revealed and the model is placed on the board, that's when you have to make the information public. Geo camos, we can get hidden deployment for Geo camos. Let us cool ones, hang on.
What company makes these?
I believe it's shark-mounted lasers made these ones right here.
And then these are
Alright guys, we need one more person.
That's great.
Come over here, join the Malifaux tournament.
I have him 3 of these guys.
Out of what kind of material?
so what would you suggest? If I were to
Challenging. I don't know They're sheet print, but I would make stained glass.
Absolutely. And bright colors just easily. I hate it when this happens. Like a light bulb moment.
If you're that far, you're fairly high level. I eventually want to get my
I moved it back to just balance it. So I have to roll anyway. So
You would have a.
Do I just try to like...
so he's actually at the edge of this. So he's only got 3 inches to go.
Is the red team winning?
got another power.
It's about even right now.
Okay.
It's hurting really badly.
The red team is beating the red team by a smidgen. And it's all very relative. Right on.
Orange Crush.
Orange Crush.
Drinking money is like.
I like that. I'm stepping on stuff. Orange Crush.
I may work that in a model.
This is a fantastic model here, huh?
Oh yeah, he's fun.
That's all sorts of flying nastiness.
He's responsible for all this and the destruction of their transport, which pinned them.
Okay, note to my brother. Use yours. Use it liberally. Yeah, he's got that one. In fact, yeah, that needs to be on the board a lot.
You want to move him 6 inches up? You can just eyeball it. I don't think we get
Okay, so all 4 of my powers.
I gotta bring him back up here. Alright, so, and then what did you just do?
I rolled 4 powers.
4 power pistons from...
You want to put me in power?
Well, no, he succeeded. He gets his 3. So he got 4. And so I'll take it off.
Well, the Knight and the Stomper are about to hash it out.
Oh, that just sounds fun.
D weapon versus D weapon.
That's much bigger. Well, his goes first.
So go first, go hard, and maybe go home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I need that 6.
Is he hungry?
No.
Good. He lost a fire raptor yesterday to a de-explosion because it was hovering.
Oh,
So we lost the knight and the fire raptor.
that's an expensive loss.
Yeah.
It killed like 3 things when it went into hover mode. So
Oh.
it killed fire, 2 venoms, and a bunch of damage.
Okay, so it wasn't a total loss.
Yeah, that thing is responsible for killing more than anything else in the last 4 games.
We're giving it the MVP award. A little piece of duct tape on the wing.
Okay.
I've been waiting to decorate him until I had some good stories to tell.
Ah!
Do I just go in there and trust my sword to do the job? I don't think I should do that.
All right, Bolter boys. I
Could
like
take some snapshots of it.
And then my apothecary is gonna hit, and it needs to be taken
2 rockets at him.
Okay?
Both miss, twin links. 1 hit.
Marks the front.
Yeah. So nothing. I love rolling dice and having nothing else.
Makes a lot of sense.
All 3 of these here, so 2 more rockets.
Stunned, right?
Yeah.
Miss. So
That was ridiculous. I'm gonna get a consolidate if he does.
way off. Back 8 inches.
Dude, that was
So I kind of just ignored that. Stop it.
3.
Since your truck is over the top, his flame is going to hit things inside. Well, there.